Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a beautiful day. Thank you so much for being here. Today we're going to have a lot of fun because we're going to be making password keepers, and we're going to be making them using those cute little mini composition books from the Dollar Tree. So many of you have asked if I would create a way that we can store our passwords, phone numbers, and addresses in one convenient little place that can be carried with us. Well, that's what we're doing today. We're going to take those little books and we're going to turn them into something even more than they were intended to be. So I'll give you guys a closer look in just a minute, but y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here is a closer look at the little mini password keepers that we're going to be making today. These are mini composition books from the Dollar Tree. They are approximately 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 in size, and I have added some elastic to mine as a closure, and I'll just open these so that you can see how they look. It's a very simple design, but it gives you options for being able to write down those passwords, phone numbers, or addresses, especially if you're old school and you just want something in your hand that you can flip to and look at. And later on in the video, I'll be sharing with you a safety tip for how to keep your passwords more secure, because I know that if you're carrying around this book, having your passwords easily exposed in this book might be something that a few of you are hesitant about. So I'll share a little password keeper tip with you. So what I've done is I've used Project Life cards on the inside, and I have just added them in strategic spots throughout the books. And that just makes it easy to find a section that you might be looking for. How many you use is completely up to you. But just like on this one, I added them throughout. And that just makes it easy. If I know that the second section has my addresses, I can just flip to that section. And then, like I said, I added some elastic so that I can keep the book closed, or if I happen to be on a certain page and I want to stay on that page, I can just take that elastic and fold it over and hold my spot. Y'all, this is super easy to do. Here's what we're going to be using. I am going to be using these mini composition books that I get from the Dollar Tree. There are 3 in a pack for $1.25. Dollar Tree has actually improved on the design of these, and I'll show you what I mean. So the new books are really just flat. There is no center point, and it's not rounded. This is actually squared, and I'm trying to hold it so that you'll see. Then I'll show you this one. This is the old book. It has that rounded spine, and it comes to a point here. And they're both good to work with, but for me, the new style is just easier because it has that flat look to it that I like. So if I wanted to wrap paper all the way around, I don't have to worry about trying to round it to get around to the other side. But today we're not doing a complete wraparound. All right, y'all, so here's what we're going to be using on today's project. I have the little mini composition book, and again, it's about 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. I'm using some of the paper from the Dollar Tree paper pack. I have 2 pieces of this color, and if you haven't seen the video on the Dollar Tree papers, I'll have that linked in the description box below. Then I have some Project Life cards that sort of coordinate with the paper. And y'all, how many you choose to use is completely up to you. And then I have this piece for the top. And then I was going to use the navy blue elastic, but I think I'm going to use this color. So I'm going to put this back in my bag, and I'll save it for another project. But I have this bag of assorted colors of elastic, and I got this from Amazon about 2 years ago. I will have it linked in the description box, or hopefully I will if I can find the link, so that if you're interested in getting elastic for this project or future projects, you'll have it. So y'all, please don't blink because this is going to go by very quickly. So I am just going to take some tape, and we're going to cover the cover in tape, but we're going to cover only to the black. I'm not going to cover that black because I like that contrasting look. So I am just adding my tape like this. And then we'll just smooth that out, getting everything nice and stuck. I'm going to use my finger blade just to go back and remove that excess tape. Now I'm just going to take my finger blade, peel away the tape backer, now I'll take a piece of the paper and we're just going to put it down wherever the tape is, and I will trim away the excess paper like that. And then I'm just going to take my nail file and just go along that and smooth that. Then we'll flip it over and we'll do the same thing on the back. So I'm just going to take this piece, place it down, and then I'll just trim away my excess. I'll put these two scrap pieces back in my pile because I'll be able to use them. Then I am just going to use my nail file, just go in and sort of smooth everything out. So y'all, there is my second little book. Alright y'all, so the next part is very easy. We are going to add the elastic, and I'm going to go to the back of my book and I'm going to take the elastic and we'll be adding it to the back of the book. Now I'm going to take a piece of tape first and we're going to put that tape down. So when I put the tape down, I'm actually going to put it down about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom and stop about 1/4 of an inch from the top. And so I'm going to take this and just remove the tape, and I'll take my elastic and let's put it in the tape like that, and then I'll wrap it around like this, getting it as tight as you want yours to be. So you can see it on the back side. And now for safekeeping, I am just going to take another piece of my tape and I'm going to place it on top because I don't want that coming up. And now I'll take one of my Project Life cards and we're going to place that down like that. So now you can see why I didn't place tape all the way to the end, because the Project Life card won't cover the whole thing. So now I'm just going to take my tape and I'm going to place tape on my card. And I'm using my double-sided tear tape for this part because I do want the strength that comes from that particular tear tape. You can actually glue it if you want, but this time I'm just going to use my tape and we'll place some right here. So now I'll just peel away these backers. You can do this part however you like. Then I have some tape hanging over, so I'm just going to use my finger to go around this and fold it backwards. Now I can take this piece and we're going to place it down like that. Then I'm just going to use my big old spatula. Get that nice and stuck. And now we have our elastic that we can take, move from the back to the front, to hold your book in place. And so now I'm just going to decorate and add a little cuteness to this. So I am just going to take a Project Life card, add some tape using my tape runner. I'm going to take this card and we're going to place it right here. It says, "Today is a good day." Then I'm going to take a card and we're going to place it on the opposite side. Again, this part is completely optional. It is totally up to you, but we are definitely able to use that Dollar Tree scrap pack for this, as well as some of our Project Life cards. And then all I'm going to do is just go through the book. Wherever I think I might want to add a card, I'll add some tape first, making sure that I have tape nice and close to the ends. We can take this and just put it in like this. And we just keep going through our book and doing this step over and over as many times as you want. I like this one because it says, "Look for the good in life." So I'm just adding that tape. We're going to take this one and place it right there. Then I have one more. I am just going to add some tape. Remember, it's your project, so you can add as much or as little to it as you want. You can go back with some stickers and other pieces of ephemera if you want. It's completely up to you. Or you might not even want to put anything in here like this. You might just want to cover the front and leave it like that. So there, y'all, it was that simple to go through and just add some very quick decorations to this. I am going to use glue on the little ephemera piece that I'm going to place on the outside. So I'm just adding some glue to this piece, and it says, "Drink tea and read books." And now that's all we have to do to create this little password keeper. Look at how cute that is and how simple it is to be able to do these. Y'all, these would make great gifts for someone, or you might want to keep these for yourself, because I don't know about you, but I am constantly having to change my passwords. For security reasons, I change my passwords every 3 to 6 months depending on the site. And when you're doing that, you are bound to forget them on occasion. So for those of you who like to have your hands on your actual information, I'm going to show you a little trick that I do that helps to keep my passwords safe. Even if someone found my book, they wouldn't be able to decipher what it is that I'm writing. All right, some of you are going to notice that I am wearing a different shirt because it is a different day. I thought I'd go ahead and let you know because I'll get that question in the comments. Well, when I went to edit the video, a portion was missing, so I needed to come in and refilm it, so it is a different day. And the part that's missing is the part that I wanted to show you how I keep my passwords safe and secure. So for me, it is a very simple process. I basically write my password out using code for what the password actually is. For some of you, this will seem like it's a bit much, but if you've ever had a credit card number stolen or your identity stolen, you take all types of precautions to make sure that that does not happen to you again. I have not had that happen to me. I'm just an overly cautious person by nature. So here's what I do. For the website that I might be needing to remember the password for, I'll write that site down. So this site name means something to me. Then I'll write out something like this. First car. I know what my first car was. So first car plus favorite beach plus oldest last 3 exclamation point. Now this won't mean anything to anyone who gets their hands on my little book, but for me, I know exactly what portion of my first car is a part of my password. I know which portion of my favorite beach is a part of my password, and I know what this right here means. So if I forget my password, I have enough refresher clues in this little book to help me remember what the password is. It's very similar to when you're on a website and they ask you to select 3 questions that you'll need to answer if you forget your password. Well, what I found with those sites is a lot of them are case sensitive. So if you can't remember, did I capitalize this or did I do this? It won't let you in. So for me, this is just a very simplified way of accomplishing the same thing. Some of you might decide to adopt something similar. Some of you might have your own ways that you're already doing things. But if you are choosing to keep some type of password information written down somewhere, just make sure you have it in a way that it won't be obvious to someone if they happen to get their hands on your little book. So guys, I hope that this tip has been helpful. I hope that you'll find making these books easy and helpful as well. They're great as little journals. They're great for so many things other than just a password keeper. But I think that this is an awesome way to keep up with those passwords. So as always, you guys, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.